Hi! Good morning, afternoon, or evening, beautiful humans. Thank you so much for being here. I am finding a lot of joy in capturing each of these little steps I went through, these epiphanies, and recording them for you. So I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am enjoying preparing it for you. So today, I was thinking about when we are really playing the game, there becomes a point when you wonder, I sure did, do I have discrepancies between my desires, my actions, or my beliefs? Like any of this, are there discrepancies blocking me in the game? It's kind of like a background audit of the code, like running a program to see if there's any bugs in the code. So you want to know, basically, if you're blocking your desires at a subconscious level. And the answer is yes, maybe, probably. So what I received was, your work never ends. This is a constant part of the game. It's never like a arrival and you're finished. That you will be responsible for the vibration that you desire constantly. It's constantly changing. The present moment, you become aware of what comes of you and releasing that which you do not desire and letting it go with non-judgment. Just like we talked about in that last video of the train leaving the station. You're just letting it go, the one that you don't want. You're not focusing on it or getting on the train you don't want and going down that rabbit hole. So importantly, your dreams will continue to guide you and show you massive areas of emotional turmoil. If you're not dreaming at night, change saying that sentence to I get dreams at night and I see my dreams. And before bed, as you fall asleep, I want to see my dreams. I want to remember my dreams. Help me remember, because dreams are so powerful. I was actually not planning on sharing this, but I'm going to share this one dream, this reoccurring dream I had, where I was in this apartment and it felt like it was like in like Japan, even like it was just somewhere that wasn't my normal apartment. It was I was surrounded by things that felt like new and uncomfortable, like I didn't know what was out there. And I had this closet with this massive gorilla in it, and everybody was scared of this gorilla, and the gorilla was getting out and people were getting upset, and I was trying to hide the gorilla and protect the gorilla, but I wasn't scared of the gorilla. I knew the gorilla and I knew how good it was and I loved the gorilla. But when I woke up, I knew exactly what that dream was about. Now, for me, and I would argue for anyone, but my only experience is in my own mind, and the clients that I've worked with can validate, and they have the same experiences. The way the subconscious works through dreaming is, it's not so much the images in the dream that are important, although sometimes there's like cheeky little things and clues in those, but the real importance comes through the emotions provoked by the dream. So when I was living in an inauthentic way with a mask still on, that I needed to be a certain way and show up a certain way for approval, I had everything that you're seeing in these videos bubbling up through me, like awakening, in this spiritual gorilla needed to come out of the closet. Like my authenticity, my soul desired to be speaking so badly, and I was silencing it. I hadn't yet opened my throat chakra. It was still closed, and it was inside of me trying to get out. And I was feeling panic and worry and shame and all of these things, worrying about how my gorilla would impact everyone around me. And I found lots and lots of blocks and thoughts and limiting beliefs to remove and cleanse. And ultimately, after all of the cleansing shown to me through the dreams, all of a sudden, naturally, my throat opened. I went through that movement of energy, and the speaking started effortlessly because I removed all of the resistance. I removed all of the locks on the door holding in the gorilla. But it was my subconscious showing me that like there is like a freight train of information ready to come out, a powerful gorilla. Like, do you know how powerful and majestic those creatures are? Like, what a beautiful experience. So also, the dream was showing me this emotional turmoil, this inner turmoil in my life of inauthenticity. And if if you have those, you'll be shown. And once they've been removed, I've had the most blissful, beautiful, enjoyable dreams. And every time I have one that's not, I thank it so much, because what a gift to be given that reflection. So we will be continuously sifting and sorting and continuously cleaning and clearing the mirror of what's reflected to us. And in our reality, dreaming is just another layer of that, and getting clear focus on what you want and what you do not want, and focusing directly on what you do want excitedly with that 100% desire. And arguably, it could be said that it only gets easier with practice. I've definitely felt that way. A lot of times, like a lot of the time periods that I spent integrating and practicing, like it's now autopilot, it happens. And living in alignment is just default. So it's not like it's going to be this way that it is maybe for you now. It gets so much easier and so good. And I would never, ever choose a life of misalignment or unconsciousness, depending on how much work it is to clean and clear. I can never go back to playing this game of life where I believe I am the victim and things are happening to me, instead of realizing that I am creating my reality in front of me. So you've cleared your emotional block, so let's say, and you're constantly, the more you audit, the more space you find, the more fruits of your efforts come, and it's just constant motivation to continue. And what you desire is in your life all around you, and you just relax and way more deeply enjoy the ride. You just have a blast at that train station on the platform waiting for your train to come in. You have all new restaurants, there's little offshoots where you can get into nature. There's so many fun people magnetically drawn to you. And this is just where things begin to happen in this creative space. And any weird thing that happens, you welcome it and just follow where it goes. You walk into the coffee shop and see where it leads, or who you open the door for, who you meet inside the coffee shop. If that day you don't get it to go, you sit down and get your drink there, and then you just look around and you go, oh my God, hey, do you mind if I sit with you? I recognize you from the work you've done here, and I'm a huge fan, and I would love to just enjoy this cup of coffee with you, unless you're busy. And they're not busy, and they invite you to sit down, and you end up sharing ideas because it's a frequency match and they feel it too. And next thing you know, you're hired to work with somebody you've admired your entire professional career in this field, and you're changing your life dramatically overnight. A friend just shared that story with me. These things happen. This becomes the normal. So you just relax and enjoy the ride. And so a great fun practice for, like, not just for doing this for like good karma meaning what you put out into the world is what you get back, but just for deeply satisfying the soul, this practice is so fulfilling. Pick 10 people in your life, and then in meditation, do a sit down with each of them one at a time, and just bring them in. It can be their higher self, their soul, if you know, whatever imagination works to you. You have a special spot you go. Mine is a beach in California that I absolutely love, that I just sit down at, and they come with me. And I just imagine them thriving. And I have any conversations I need to have that aren't as productive in the physical world if we're not on the same frequencies. Because when you're in solution frequency and someone is in problem frequency, I've found that solution frequency can be very irritating to people in problem frequency, and that's okay. I'm not going to drop down and focus my attention on their problem with them, because that's not what actually is going to help them. I'm going to be up here and just focusing on it, leading to the most incredible thing in their life, and here for them when they're ready, and seeing them thriving. But in this time, I also fill my heart with like this ball of light and frequency and love, and I send it from my heart to theirs, and I imagine them like receiving it, just like popping on them like a love bubble. And I do that multiple times for multiple people. And if you have any sort of like ill will or enemy type situation, this is who you should be doing it for. And you should be having those productive conversations and meditation, and finding that which in them that drives you nuts and gets under your skin. That's in you. That judgment is you. Find that ball of energy that you're disconnecting from, and using them as a reflection, and send them that love. And then when we let them be in our life from this place, we replace any lingering feelings or frequencies of limiting beliefs that we may have entered into the situation from the physical world. So the next time we think of them, we're not picking up where we left off. We've sent them love, we've cleared it. We've removed that which doesn't serve you. So then we can bless each person in your life, especially the difficult people. And don't focus on what you don't want. Worry is praying for what you don't want. Focus on what you do want and keep your nose in your own business and just see people thriving. If you're enjoying some drama situation and putting your nose where it doesn't belong, just keep in mind that which you focus on, you attract. So if you don't want to be living that situation, don't focus your energy into their stressful time either. Feel the situation going well for them, see it working out, send them that loving energy and send that for yourself. That's what you want to be experiencing. So holding the vibration of love for them to thrive and staying in a meditation multiple times throughout the day, like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You just close your eyes, you have a few minutes and you just sit and imagine how good could it get. And throughout the day, sometimes when we're in really chaotic times in life, we need to spend more time here than in reality. And that will help call things in faster when we're matching our frequency with the frequency of that which we desire. That train coming, not this one in front of us that we're ready to just scoot off and let go because that's a destination that we used to go, but we don't take that route anymore. We're now taking this train because it goes here and this is like our new route and where we're going. So all of this quieting of the mind can help you identify the road bumps and the blockages faster and remove them and creating a reality. You create your reality. Do you understand that you are in a mental universe? How incredible and magic is that? With infinite loving intelligence guiding these co-creations. Like, life does not get more magical than this. And you will see results of your co-creation and find it faster and easier and remove things you do not desire. And your experience just becomes ecstatic every day. And this can be the hardest part at first, to continuously choose joy when you don't act like it, because you are used to being in this vibration of the problem and it's uncomfortable. Throwing your grapple hook up there and pulling yourself out of it into the solution frequency. But the more you choose joy, it's innate and natural, and it's actually the easiest thing in the world. So once you practice it, you really remember that again the way you did as a child. Because after the unconscious programming, often people can't seem to let themselves enjoy the present moment and relax. We have too many things we're pressing down and holding on to. We're too impacted. But once you remove it, once you relax, and once you untangle this impacted life, you naturally rise and float up here. So don't worry about trying to get ahead or multitasking. Just focus on one thing at a time and giving it your 100% attention, because you always have enough time and you always get everything done. And make sure that what you're doing feels like a hell yes, that you're not doing out of obligation or guilt, because that is not the frequency to go into anything. That is hell on earth. Find your heaven. And remember that your mind is powerful, more powerful than we can ever understand. And all limits are self-imposed. So find the unlimited constantly. Find the freedom, find the joy, find the magical, mystical moments and confirmations, and go live that hell yes today. Go find your special tree, go find your spots in nature, go find your images, go find that life and watch it come to you, and clean and clear your vibration and do the work and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy your beautiful day. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. You are finishing the other end of this conversation, the finishing of this ceremony, and I absolutely appreciate your time being spent here. If you thought of anybody, send this video to them. Let the conversation continue. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell if you want to be notified of new videos. Leave any comments if you have ideas or questions or feedback, or if it launched any amazing ideas in your life. And have an amazing rest of your day.